Yo, what's up everyone? This is me once again, your good old buddy Dentro here, and today I am here to talk about one of my favorite animated films of all time, Shrek 2. Not only I feel like covering this as one of my favorite movies of all time, this is considerably one of the greatest animated sequels of all time. This is literally like the Empire Strikes Back for animated movies. When it comes to Shrek movies, I think that this one, out of the first two, did more than the first one. I apologize to all the Smash Mouth fans out there. May the lead singer rest in peace. Throughout the past couple of years of this channel, I've expressed my love telling stories about Shrek. Well, at least the first two. I never really spoke about the third or fourth movies. Maybe I will another time. I'll tell you why this movie did more than the first one. I would like to elaborate about the world building. This one, it explored more of the world of Shrek. We get to see the kingdom. We see them in the forest. They go into Fairy Godmother's potion factory. And we also go into a barn where Shrek meets a lot of women who are interested when he turns human. And as you can see right here in this image, we see a map of the entire world of Shrek. This is fan art. I found that on Reddit. And whoever is the artist that made that map, I give them real props for making it. It looks cool. I would like to mention the references in this movie. You could see on the magazine that the wolf is reading in the beginning of the movie, a magazine titled Pork Illustrated, basically a parody off of Sports Illustrated. The pig is clearly modeling and wearing a bikini. In the beginning of this movie, during Shrek and Fiona's honeymoon, there's a Spider-Man reference with a kiss, and there's also a Lord of the Rings reference, which was pretty cool. And the other characters as they are rescuing human Shrek, Donkey the Stallion, and Puss in Boots out of the prison cell. Pinocchio is being lowered down just like in Mission Impossible with the Mission Impossible music playing. I can't stop laughing about that. That was comedy gold. I was so happy they did that. You also have the Knights TV show, which is a parody of Cops. They make a O.J. Simpson joke. You got Donkey, who is now a stallion. He's also referred to as a white bronco, similar to the white bronco O.J. Simpson was in the whole white bronco chase. Now that is a great joke for the adults that came to see this movie, which is meant for kids to watch. Literally, the writers in the writer's room had to have thought about the adults first, other than the kids. And that is a great technique of humor and writing. And speaking of humor, I would like to elaborate more on the humor. Donkey really carried this movie when it came to the humor. I feel like, and personally believe, that Eddie Murphy was in the writer's room throughout this entire process, coming up with jokes for Donkey to say throughout the movie. Donkey is the real MVP, and I stand by that claim. Even though the first movie had a small amount of characters in it, I think that this movie introduced more and more likable characters. You got Puss in Boots. I mean, the first scene where we physically get to see him, it's iconic within itself. Like, he's riding the P, as in Puss in Boots, on a tree with his little sword, him attacking Shrek, doing a little alien reference, and also him huffing the hairball out. And you get to see those reactions from Shrek and Donkey. As I watch that scene, I look at their faces, and I'm literally like, same. I'm reacting the same way as you two. Sorry about this jump scare of a picture that I have shown in front of you guys if you are watching this video. That is the Fairy Godmother, and she is one of my favorite villains in any DreamWorks movie. Well, one of my favorite villains. I might do a DreamWorks villains ranking one day. But anyway, Fairy godmother, even though she may look like a magical old lady who flies, she is actually more threatening than you think. Like, she can force people to do something that they are not comfortable doing. And she has this plan to have her son marry into the royal family of far, far away. She has a plan in motion, and she's gonna do everything she could to get ahead of that. Her rendition of I Need a Hero is one of the best scenes in all of cinema. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, come at me, viewers who are watching this video. I mean it. Then you got Prince Charming, who is a spoiled Nepo baby, mama's boy, hashtag Nepo baby, and he also inspired the look of Jaime Lannister. I also like the queen in this, also known as Fiona's mom. She was very supportive of Fiona and Shrek's relationship. She still loved Fiona no matter what she looked like, just as long as Fiona was happy. And just being happy was basically the main message of this entire movie, which I will elaborate more later in this video. Why does Fiona's dad look like that in this frame? I get that he was the frog prince before he became a king, but such a choice from the animators. Since we're on his frame right now, let's talk about Fiona's dad. I don't know how to speak without taking that frame seriously. So Fiona's dad has to be one of the greatest character arcs I have ever seen in a film, because when we first meet him, he is obviously prejudiced against ogres, more specifically to Shrek, because he turned Fiona into an ogre permanently, and he just doesn't know how to deal with it. So Fairy Godmother tells him to hire an assassin to kill Shrek, which was Puss in Boots, but that did not work out very well, and yeah, that happened. And Fairy Godmother tells him to put a potion in Fiona's tea so she could drink it, and the first guy who she falls in love with is Prince Charming, though he has given her the wrong tea. He ends up sacrificing himself to save Fiona and Shrek, making the Fairy Godmother disappear, and she has been defeated. He turns back into a frog, and he notices that he has made a mistake for not accepting Shrek for who he was, and he just wanted to make sure that everybody was happy the way he wanted to see them be happy. That is one of the best character arcs I have ever seen in a movie, which transitions perfectly to what I want to talk about next. Shrek, at least the first two movies, have given us very positive messages. The first one is basically you can't judge people the way they are just because of how they look, and that they are not what they really seem. The second movie is all about being happy for what you have and to appreciate people and appreciate everything that is around you. That's what matters by the end of the day. Those were the positive messages, at least that's what I got from those movies. This movie was one of my favorite movies of all time. This movie was my comfort movie. It helped get me through a lot of the hard times in my life. Whenever I was feeling sad, or whenever I'm just having a bad day in general, I just watch all the donkey jokes. I look at the best moments from this movie, and this movie is a gem. This is one of the greatest pieces of animation ever put out. and I stand by it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Have a good day, guys.